Sagittarius. So I'm wearing my This Is Your Daily Love Nudge t-shirt because that's what this reading is going to be for you guys. You guys are going to get a little love nudge today. You can find this t-shirt on my website in the merchandise. You know, it's really funny when people tell you that the cosmos are bringing you all sorts of good luck and everything is coming your way. But I'm curious if that's even, if you're feeling it, if you're seeing it, if you're recognizing that it's there, or if you're trying to control the situation to work out the way that you wanted it to work out. That's the love nudge we're going to be talking about today. So we have the Four of Cups and the Emperor and the Tower. So you could be dealing with an Aries in your life. But I'm curious if you guys are avoiding certain things in order to just keep moving forward, right? The Tower, I know everybody freaks out when the Tower comes up in a reading. I'm not surprised to see it in your reading because I think a lot of things need to change right now. And we talked about how when Jupiter, being in your sign until December, we still have like 6 months of Jupiter being there. It's in retrograde right now. But I told you that there were going to be a lot of changes that happened when Jupiter went retrograde. And that I thought that there would be more, you would start seeing more of the vision. You would start seeing more of what Jupiter wants to bring to you. But what's the point of Jupiter if there's no space in your life for Jupiter to work, right? So you kind of have to allow yourself to see what's coming to you. You kind of have to allow yourself, you have to accept the help. You have to accept the help from the universe, the help from other people, and not control the situation or think that it's going to be going the way that you thought it was going to be going. Because obviously things need to change a little bit in order for the abundance to show up. And you're like, what abundance? What's really funny is in your 7th house, there was like Mercury is there. That's actually leaving on the 4th of June. The sun will still be in your 7th house. Why am I talking about your 7th house? Because it's your relationship house. And I know most of you or a lot of you don't even want to hear about relationships right now because you're like, yeah, I get it. Where's the abundance? Where's all the good stuff? But the thing is Venus is also coming into your 7th house and everything else is moving into your 8th house towards the end of June. The reason why I'm bringing up relationships is because I feel like there's this never-ending battle of the past that keeps showing up. And whether it's a current relationship that you're dealing with or it's a past relationship that you're dealing with, it feels like to me that a lot of this abundance that Jupiter really wants to give to you might be blocked because of things from the past that are still lingering, that are still cycling in your mind, that are still, it's like the past is trying to keep you stuck in a mindset, right? Could have to do with an air sign or it could have to do with an Aries. But we have the 6 of Cups and we have the Queen of Swords. There's something, you could actually have a current relationship that you're very close to with the Queen of Swords, but there's also, I also have the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like June is all about learning the lessons of what it is that you really need to leave in the past and to stop letting it cycle in your head over and over and over again. It's like no matter what you do or no matter what you allow yourself to do to move forward, you're not seeing the gift. You're not seeing the benefit of what Jupiter wants to do for you because you're holding on to, and You may not even be like holding on to it consciously. It may be a subconscious thing. You're holding on to somebody or something from the past that made you feel small. And we've talked about this before, but it's lingering. It's still there. It's something that if you continue to allow yourself to believe that you have to be one certain way or one particular way in order to thrive in this lifetime, you're constantly going to be held back. This is one of the things I talk about in my alignment sessions that I do with people. We figure out what it is that the blockage is that's holding you down, that's making you feel like you can't move forward. And the more you allow yourself to think of that blockage, to live in that blockage, it's like a mindset even. It doesn't even have to be like an environmental thing. It's a mindset. You think that you have to be a certain way or, have a certain plan or have a certain outline to life in order for it to work. When in reality, all you have to do is open up your eyes and see what the universe is trying to offer you. See that Four of Cups? You're so focused on what you're trying to save that you're not accepting what's being given to you. You're so focused on this tower and things constantly not going the way that you want them to go. But the reason why they're not going the way that you want them to go is that wasn't part of the plan anyways. Right? So, and when I say part of the plan, not your plan, the universe's plan. Because your soul and the universe, source, God, Jehovah, Jesus, I don't know, whoever it is, whoever your God is, right? Whoever your higher power is, has a plan for you. And if you keep trying to stick in, and you know this, if you keep trying to stick with the plan that you want versus the plan that was your birthright, thank you very much, the harder it's going to be, the more miserable you're going to be. So, see, here you are. Thank you for showing up. The Magician. Yes, it's ruled by Mercury, but it's also a very Jupiterian card because the Magician can make anything happen. The Magician has all the tools. You have been manifesting this whole time. And I'm not saying that you're not doing the work. I'm not saying that you're not doing your best. I'm not saying that you're not trying to manifest your best life. But if you're trying to manifest your best life and you keep on hitting your head up against a brick wall, I know I use that phrase a lot, but it's true. Instead of trying to make the wall move with your head, let's try and find a detour. Because obviously that wall's not moving. Obviously that door's not opening. Obviously that's something that's not going to help you succeed or thrive or move forward. You are the Magician. And you can clearly make it happen, not by controlling things, but by manifesting and coming into alignment and allowing yourself to believe the possibility of it all, right? Let's see what this Emperor is. Mars is currently in Cancer, will be in Cancer until July 1st. There are some emotional factors in your life, or there are some emotional things that you're still holding on to that you really, really, really need to allow yourself to walk away from. Letting go of control is not an easy thing to do. And if you say to me, but Betsy, I let go of control a long time ago, there is something that you're trying to achieve. There is something that you have allowed yourself to believe, whether that's something that somebody said to you in the past, or whether it's something that you keep on telling yourself over and over and over again in the future or in the present. There's something that you're holding on to, and it's controlling the situation. And the reason why the Tower will show up over and over and over again is because if you don't let go of that control and you are in an unstable environment or an unstable thought process, because the Tower doesn't actually have to be physical. This can be a thought process. This can be because you have, it's like you're trying to force something to work, and the Tower's going to come in and be like, that's really cute. So cute that you're trying to make this work. Let's see what this Tower moment is. Because I feel like once you start recognizing where you are keeping yourself stuck, I didn't even have to say it in the Page of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles came out. When you realize where you're sabotaging yourself, that's when this Knight of Pentacles starts moving again. Because what you're trying to do right now is play by the rules. There are no rules. What you're trying to do right now is play by society's rules. Play by the way other people think that you should be living. Play by the way if you don't allow yourself to get up and get moving, if you don't allow yourself to push yourself forward and change directions and open your mind, live outside of the box, and if all of those things are still not working, it's a mindset that you've put yourself in. I have to do things a particular way in order to see results. I have to have a certain plan in order for things to work out. Okay, but maybe not. Maybe all of the things that you've been trying, or all the things that you tried in the past, maybe if you allow yourself to take a risk and move away from what everybody thinks you're supposed to be doing. So we have the Hierophant and the Fool on the Six of Cups. Society doesn't know your soul. Society standards, the rules, the government. And I'm not like a political beast. I'm not like a political person that's like, or a feminist or anything like that. Like I'm not like, don't follow the rules. I don't follow the rules all the time of societal standards because they don't jive with what I'm supposed to be doing as my purpose in this lifetime, right? You've been taking a lot of risks lately, Sagittarius. You've been taking a lot of risks lately. But you keep getting pulled back into the vortex of, but this worked for me in the past, so I'm going to try it again. But this worked for me in the past, so I'm going to try it again. Instead of allowing yourself to continue to take risks, because sometimes those risks aren't going to pan out correctly. Sometimes it's going to take a little longer than you wanted them to show up, or to see the abundance, or to see the whatever is happening. Just because it's not working out the way that you wanted it to work out, or the way that you thought it was going to work out, doesn't mean that it's not going to. I feel like there's somebody either in your present life right now or somebody from your past that has kind of set a precedence in your mind of who you're supposed to be. This could be a Gemini. It could also be, it doesn't have to be an air sign. It's just somebody who is very discerning. She tells you the truth. She tells you how it is. It's the Queen of Swords. The Lovers came out on the Queen of Swords. So it could be an extremely strong relationship. Like I said, also with the Six of Cups over here. And I know that you guys aren't really wanting to focus on the relationship side of things. I know you really want to manifest, but there's a lot of emotional stuff that's happening here. And if there's a relationship that's involved, or if there's somebody that you're very, very close to, that is sort of involved with this, she doesn't mince her words. This person doesn't, and it doesn't have to be a she, it could be a he. Obviously, this is a general reading. This person doesn't mince their words, but they also don't, you have to rely on your own intuition. You know what I mean? This could be somebody that you have an extremely close connection with and you feel very, very close to, that you've, but at the same time, it's like, do I trust my own instincts or do I trust what this person is trying to tell me over and over? You have to decide for yourself. This can't be somebody, because you're trying to move away from the past, right? And if this is a person from your past, they may not have all of the answers. In fact, they may be keeping you stuck. See? If this is a person in your present, they also may not have all the answers, but at the same time, it's like you have to believe in what your intuition is on top of the advice of others. Now, this could be an air sign, a Gemini. It could also be an Aquarius or a Libra. I'm not seeing Libra here. We also have a lot of Earth that's showing up here. But with the Magician, it could be also Gemini or Virgo. Let's see what this Page of Pentacles is. Yeah. It's very interesting because I feel like you're not seeing I feel like you're not seeing everything. You're not seeing all the details to show you where your abundance is. And I recognize that you are ready to grow and you're ready to learn. The Page of Pentacles for me, yes, it can sometimes be a fuckboy. Sometimes it can be, but it can also represent a student, somebody who's learning something new, somebody who's a little bit naive. And I feel like you're still learning a lot of things in your life right now. But this Two of Swords makes me feel like you're not seeing everything clearly. If you recognize she has a blindfold on, you're not seeing everything clearly. And either you're blinded by the trust of somebody else, or you're listening to somebody else more and not listening to yourself as much as you should be listening to yourself, if that makes sense. I just realized that my camera's my table is crooked. Like it's not actually crooked, but it looks crooked anyway. So bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. You are going to get messages about growth, opportunities. The Nine of Pentacles represents Virgo and Venus and Virgo, sorry. And it's a very independent card. And I feel like there's a lot of, that's kind of like what you're seeking. You're seeking your independence. You're seeking the, it's like trying to break free, you know? Like you want to be independent, but you want to be in a relationship, but you want to be able to depend on other people, but you need to depend on yourself. You're like going, and this is where you are getting yourself lost in the circle, in the cycle of everything that's happening over and over and over again. I feel like you're lying to yourself, that you're not being victorious, that things aren't going well, that you're not being seen. I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands, it makes me want to say that, is it your perception that you're not being seen, or is it really that you're not being seen? Because I feel like you are getting the recognition. I feel like you are being seen, but you could be, if you're hiding out, if you're stopping yourself from moving forward and hiding out, then you are, and that's what I'm saying, is you're keeping yourself small. If somebody else is keeping you small, sure, great. Don't keep that person in your life. If somebody's keeping you small, don't keep that person in your life. If somebody's trying to build you up and say, no, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are independent. You are being seen in all of this, but you are hiding out and you are lying to yourself and saying all of the things that make you feel 2 inches tall, wanting more, right? Page of Cups, Five of Wands, there you are, Knight of Wands. I feel like it's time for you to get honest with yourself. The Moon. The Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is literally you arguing with yourself. So we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Both of these to me is the argument. And it could be that you're arguing with somebody else saying, I want more. I want more. The Page of Cups for me is somebody who's like, could you just give me a little bit more so that I can actually believe what you're saying or whatever. But it seems to me that you're just really arguing with yourself more than anything. I don't feel like there's anybody else that wants to fight with you. I feel like you have to be the one that walks away from the control, right? Or you're walking away from an Aries. The Moon, if there is an air sign in your life, I feel like they are not good for you. Whether this is the past or whether this is the present, there's a lot of air showing up here. And I feel like you've really had to rebuild yourself because of this person who is deceitful to you. I have the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. All those together are making me think that there's an underlying, the Moon is saying like there's this underlying cause and effect here where somebody has been deceitful to you, maybe lied to you, maybe had an argument with you or something like that, but somebody's being deceitful to you. Or maybe you feel like you're being deceitful to somebody else. I honestly feel like it was somebody that was deceitful to you, possibly from the past, maybe from the present. And yet there's a water sign, Ace of Cups, King of Cups, that's actually very present. And stable. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have a lot of opportunities and a lot of work coming, but you have to already recognize where your stability is today. And that's one of the things that I teach in the alignment coaching that I do my one-on-one alignment coaching is it doesn't matter where you want to go if you cannot align to the present. And aligning to the present doesn't mean that everything is working out exactly the way that you wanted it to work out. Doesn't mean that it's rainbows and butterflies. Doesn't mean that you're happy every day. It means that you accept and you acknowledge where you are right now and you grow from it and you allow yourself to grow from it. And you don't just stay in a cycle of not accepting the gifts from the universe. You have to be an open vessel. You have to, in order to be in alignment with yourself, you have to be an open vessel to the universe. And you have to say, okay, universe, whatever it is that you want to bring to me, I'm open to. And you have to open up your eyes to it. See, the magician is an open vessel because he will manifest all the things, right? But when you keep on having the door closed in your face over and over and over again, you also have to recognize that that is the universe saying, no, this is not the path you're supposed to be going down. No, this is not the path that you're supposed to be going down. Stop trying to go through the doors that you're not supposed to go through. Because when you're trying to go through the doors that you're not supposed to be going through, you're not recognizing the doors that are actually open to you. You got to turn around, Sag. You got to turn around. And you have to see that your stability lies within your heart. Your stability lies, it's not just about what's in your surroundings. It's not just about your environment. Yes, it's nice to have a stable, grounded environment. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it starts within you. And that's where I want you to recognize Ace of Cups, because it's like the universe is trying to hand you, see this? In that Four of Cups, it's basically that the Ace of Cups that the universe is trying to give to you. And you are trying to manifest this, but what doors are you not seeing open? Because as the universe tries to hand you this Ace of Cups, possibly from a water sign, possibly from an air sign. There's one air sign in your life that's not working well for you, and there's another air sign in your life that is working for you. So whoever that one's for, that message is for. You have to be open to all the possibilities, not just some of them. You have to be open to all of them, right? And when you've been handed a direction and the universe basically says, go, Sag, take this, run with it. And the sabotaging ways, you being hesitant, this Knight of Pentacles, either it's an earth sign that's being hesitant or you're being hesitant. That's what's causing the Tower moments. Okay? I love you guys. If you're interested in the one-on-one coaching sessions, those are on my website, fearlessintuition.net. I'm also offering one question video readings. It's like a really quick video. They're only $30. I thought I would do like a trial run and see how it goes. So if you're interested in that. Also, I will be doing traveling for events starting in June. Well, starting this month. It is June 1st. Gosh, that happened really, really fast. So I'll be in June and July. I'll be in Kansas City, St. Louis, Omaha, Chicago. In August, we are going out to the West Coast. We'll be in Vegas, in LA, in San Francisco, and rounding it off in Portland, Oregon. So I love you all. If you want to get updates on the events and the traveling and all that stuff, check out my website, fearlessintuition.net. Sign up for the email subscriptions, and I'm going to start sending out emails for updates on the events and such next week. So I love you all. Take really good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful June. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.